it's me, Eloise, and today's video is brought to you by the letter P for problems. And while I don't have 99 of them, there is one that has been on my mind lately that I want to talk about today. During the work week, when I'm not attending live streams or watching AuthorTube content, I also often watch BookTube content, especially those channels that provide various videos about dear authors, please stop doing X, Y, or Z. The three channels that I can think of off the top of my head that provide these types of playlists that I love are Reads with Rachel, Elliot Brooks, and Murphy Napier. They're wonderful. I love them. I love the content, but I have a problem, and I'm kind of seeing it across not only their channels, but on Bookstagram and things like that. And that problem is people are getting tired of seeing Greek myth retellings. Now, if you are new to my channel, you might not know that I write Greek myth retellings. When I see posts and videos from readers complaining about the oversaturation in that subgenre, I get feeling a kind of way that I just want to talk about it, talk through it with you guys. Just to be clear, for a quick side note, I want to say that I have so much respect for these booktubers that put in the effort to have a discourse about what authors should and shouldn't do from a reader perspective. It's so invaluable, and I'm not at all complaining that they're saying something that makes me feel bad or anything like that. I think it was Elliot who first expressed in a very kind, thoughtful way, as she always does, that she's kind of tired of seeing these retellings and that it's just getting kind of stale. My first reaction was like, okay, great, cue the mild panic. At first I was in denial that readers were feeling this way, but I started seeing more of these kinds of posts. You know what? They're not wrong. There is a lot of Greek myth retelling books that are really popular right now, especially like Hades and Persephone retellings, that they take that myth and put it in more contemporary settings. And there's also this trend of having feminist retellings of well-known myths, whether it is a sci-fi version of it or it's still set in that ancient time frame. So on one hand, cool, it's obviously popular, right? Because if readers weren't reading, then publishing houses wouldn't necessarily be picking up these authors with these specific niche books. My problem is that I am coming in towards the end of this trend. We've seen this happen before with vampires, same with dystopian YA novels. Hunger Games came out, and then you have all the oodles of books that come out in that dystopian genre after that, because it's just either good timing for the authors that already had that book and they were sitting on it and they said, oh, now's the time, and they went and got a book deal, or the publishers seeing this trend and wanting to hop on the bandwagon and cash in for a suddenly hot genre. After a while, people got tired of it. It's like listening to the same song again and again and again. At first, you can't get enough of it, but after a certain amount of time, you're gonna get sick of it and you're not going to want anything to do with it. Or for authors like me who have this book, aren't necessarily writing to write to market, because I'm sure there's plenty of authors that are seeing this hot genre and writing to market and getting it out as fast as possible to take advantage of that. And you know, business is business, good for you guys. My choice in the genre is not to hop on that bandwagon. It is because I have a passion for this time frame and this topic of Greek mythology. My problem is I am probably not going to be able to sell very many books because they are going to be sick of the genre that my book is in, and that's just something that I don't have any control over. I could wallow in the shoulda, coulda, wouldas. I could have started writing this book years ago. I should have put in more time and effort into writing it back in 2019 when I first thought of the story, so I could get up ahead of this wave, if you will. As Aaron Burr in Hamilton said, I am the one thing in life I can control. I can't control what the trends are going to do. I can't control what readers want or what the market wants or any of that. All I can control is myself. While yes, I see that it's a problem and I'm prepared to not be able to reap the same amount of reward as some of these other authors who timed their entry into this subgenre right. It's gonna be okay, and I'm gonna tell you why. These things come in waves, and what do waves do? They rise, they fall, and then they rise again. While unfortunately I have jumped into the market after the peak, there's gonna come a time when it's coming back up. By that time, I hope my series is finished, all my books are done. Song of Achilles was first published in 2011, and I'm not sure how much fanfare it got, but it blew up in 2020 timeframe with TikTok and everything. So just because my books aren't going to be a smash breakout hit because they are the latest hot Greek myth thing that everybody is rabid for, doesn't mean that it's not possible for them to take off in the future. The first Game of Thrones book came out in the early 90s. There are so many books that don't see a huge influx in popularity and readership until years, maybe even decades later. Do you have one off the top of your head that you know of that came out decades ago that now is super popular? Let me know down below. So yes, I'm bummed. No, I'm not completely disheartened and destroyed by this. You can even see the trend happening with vampires again. According to all the bookstagrammers and booktubers that I'm watching, vampires are coming back. I know I started out this video saying that I had a problem, and it is a problem. So what am I gonna do to fix it? Nothing. I'm just going to wait, and I'm going to keep working at my book. I'm not going to let it discourage me. The biggest takeaway I hope you get from this video is that if you are writing a passion project and it matters to you on a level beyond the market, don't be discouraged and disheartened because suddenly the demand for your genre is not there, because at some point it will come back. If you keep working at it and you get your book to where it's ready to go, then you will be ready. At the end of the day, I hope you don't give up. I hope you keep pursuing your dreams. Most importantly, I hope you keep writing. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. You're one of my favorite people. What's a genre that you are tired of seeing and why? Let me know in the comments below. I'm really interested in hearing it. That's all I have for you this week. Until next time, take care. Bye.
Do you like writing? Yes, I like writing. Do you like mythology? Yes, I like mythology. Do you like my videos? Yes, I like your videos. Then what are you waiting for? Subscribe.